What's up guys, I'm CataclysmCookie, otherwise known as CG Cock. I'm going to be going over every bit of detail you need to know about how to play Duelist at a Radiant level. It would mean the world if you could like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, here we are back on week 3. We're going to be going over Raze today. Raze is really good at clearing angles, breaking utility, and execing sites very fast. First thing we're going to go over is our boombot. Let's say we're on bind and we're going to go hookah. Our boombot can clear one of the sides of hookah for us. Typically, I like to throw mine towards the left side, but what I like to do is I like to bounce it off of this wall.
Bomb buddy out.
So now that my boombot cleared all of left side hookah, all I have to worry about is right side hookah. Now your boombot can also be used aggressively on defense. You could either throw your boombot for information,
Go get him.
or you can use your boombot to swing. What you would do is you would throw your boombot off of this wall, for instance, and if it spots somebody, then you would swing with it.
Go get him.
Now the most basic part of her kit is her grenade. Yes, the grenade does a lot of damage, but you don't always have to use the grenade for damage. What you could do is use the grenade to maybe break trips if there's an enemy cipher. What I like to use my grenade for is I like to clear an angle. Let's say I have teammates coming up garden and I'm in hookah. What I would do is I would bounce my nade off of this wall, clearing cubby for my team, so they don't have to worry about cubby when they're coming onto site. This is what that would look like.
Grenade.
Now anybody playing in cubby would be dead, and if they're not dead, then you can catch them while they're running away from the grenade. Another really good thing that I do with my grenade, say if they have a Skye on the other team, that Skye is going to dog from elbow.
There.
A normal player would try to nade elbow from here, but what you could do, you could jump top site and throw your nade through this window.
Grenade.
That way, he should be dead when he's dogging. Now onto our satchels. Satchels are very good for getting out to site very quickly. You could also combo your boombot with a satchel if you really need to. This is what that would look like.
Satchel out. Go get him.
That allows your boombot to get more information on site rather than just hookah. What satcheling your boombot does is allows you to get more information than you initially intended. It also makes it harder to shoot. Now I'm not as good as satcheling as most of the Raze players are in the community, but I like to use my satchels effectively. An example of double satcheling on site would look something like this.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
It's almost like the jet dash that we covered in our first guide. You can still look both directions while in air. It is just harder considering you have to pinpoint a specific spot of accuracy for your satchel in order to get the most distance, but you can still do it.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Another thing with the satchels is that you can use them for verticality. Like a Phoenix or a Reyna can't really get on top of shed, but you can.
Satchel out.
One satchel and you're in an elevated position. The same rules apply for A site. You can get top truck with just one satchel.
Satchel out.
Same thing with on top of outside of showers.
Satchel out.
And if you need to fall back, you can satchel up to heaven.
Satchel out.
Now we're going to cover over the basics of Raze Ultimate. I know a lot of you might know the infamous Sabrosa ult, where you would basically whiff your ult and or not kill anybody with it, but don't be alarmed, it is common to not get kills with your Raze ult. What the Raze ult really does is makes the enemies fall back from positions because they're scared of getting Raze ulted. Let's say there's a player in U-Haul and I use my ultimate.
Here comes the party.
This player is most likely going to go back site now, and if he doesn't,
Satchel out. Satchel out.
then we have a free kill and we have U-Haul space. Same thing with showers. A lot of people don't really understand that you can crunch showers very easily when having teammates on short and shower. Let's say your team says, hey, there's 2 guys shower. What you can do is go short and pop your Raze ult and double satchel towards shower.
Here comes the party. Ult's ready.
I personally like to use my Raze ult mostly when I'm in a 1v1 situation, because it's almost a guaranteed kill. A lot of things that you can do with Raze, especially on bind, you can nade through the teleporter and swing with the nade. Most of the players are probably going to get caught off guard, and if they don't, they still have to move from the nade, so they shouldn't be accurate while trying to aim at you. So it should be a free kill. But the long teleporter is something that I probably wouldn't nade and TP in. What I would do is I would throw my boombot.
Bomb buddy out.
Raze is also really good at getting to shower fast.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Raze's utility is pretty basic. Now that we've gone over Raze's utility, I'll show you some pathings that I would take on different maps. Although this was nerfed in the previous patch notes, you can still use your satchel to swing. Say if there's an op on top of truck, you could use a satchel to swing.
Satchel out.
On their screen, you're going to zoom by with a little trail of color. This is a path I would take if I were to clear a short.
Go get him. Satchel out. Satchel out.
Now the alternate path would be going towards backside.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
And then I showed you what I would do to get close to shower, but if I didn't use my satchels while getting close to shower, this is how I would use them to get out to sight.
Bomb buddy out. Satchel out. Satchel out.
Now I've already showed you how to double satchel out of hookah, but you could also do it on top of here, you just have to crouch.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
That way you get more verticality when you're double satcheling. Now if I was to come out long, I would either go on top of shed like I showed you before, or I'd go on top of this double stack box.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Alright, let's head into some other maps. Here we are on Lotus, one of Raze's most popular maps. For attacking, you could satchel swing,
Satchel out.
or you could satchel to rubble.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
And if you don't use your satchels for a main, after you've walked up and cleared all of this space, what I like to do is nade stairs and then satchel to sight.
Grenade. Satchel out. Satchel out.
Now coming out of tree, you can use one satchel to go towards back sight, or you could use two satchels and go on top of the box. This is what one satchel would look like.
Satchel out.
Then this is what both satchels would look like.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Now for B site, since it's a very narrow choke, you're going to hit your teammates with your satchel. With that being said, you have to be very careful with how you use them. After you've cleared this box, cleared close, I would nade towards heaven and satchel out here.
Grenade. Satchel out.
Towards C site, if you know they fight for mound, one satchel path that I take that catches them off guard all of the time is double satcheling on top of here.
There. Satchel out. Satchel out.
Although this is silly, you can catch maybe an opper or someone trying to play double stack or someone playing mound off guard by going on top of this ledge. But in reality, what you should be using your satchels for is to fight the guy bend. So after our team is ready to exec C and we have all of our utility ready, what we're going to do is either double satchel to bend or we're going to double satchel to top box.
Satchel out. Satchel out. Satchel out. Satchel out.
Now for defense, you're most likely going to play in two spots. One being A site, where what you would do is you would nade off the beginning of the round to try to get some chip damage, maybe a kill or two, combo with like a fade seize or a breach stun, or any other teammate's piece of utility to fully capitalize on the damage that you can get. When the beginning of the round starts, your nade will look something like this.
Grenade.
With that being said, if they have a Raze or Omen or Jet, they might go towards Rubble, so you can switch up and adapt to their gameplay, and you can nade Rubble now.
Grenade.
And the other spot that you would typically play is front B. You would use your boombot to clear front B,
Go get him.
and if it doesn't spot anything, you can get ready to spin the C door. After you spin the C door, you could nade mound and fight with your team who are grouped up C main.
There. Grenade.
That's pretty much all I have for you guys. Raze is a very simple character, yet very effective. If you want a more in-depth Raze video, I'd be more than willing to make that kind of content for you. Just let me know down in the comments below. Other than that, I've been Chris or Cookie, otherwise known as CG Cock. Have a wonderful night. Peace, peace.
Thank you.